So as always, just wanted to update you on some exciting, important things happening around the district since our last meeting. We have a picture on the far left of some youngsters over at the Bruce School during their school dance a couple weeks ago on a Friday night, early afternoon Friday a few weeks ago. In the center, you have Marlon and Kyra with students from the Partham Middle who are participating in the Girls in Sports celebration a couple weeks ago at Lawrence High School. And then we have Elena Guzman, who was one of our Artists of the Week with her beautiful alligator there, and we're looking forward to going to talk to her over at the Oliver School after February break to talk about her artwork. Next slide, Dave. We do want to update the board that our almost 6,000 students who are classified as multilingual are still hard at work on Access. They have to take Access in 4 domains, the listening, speaking, reading, and writing domains, and they will get an overall score on Access. The Access testing window was set to close on Friday, but it has been extended to after February break so that all students across the Commonwealth can make sure that they complete this. Next slide, Dave. We wanted to say, first of all, and as many of you know, that our wonderful Deputy Superintendent Melissa Spash was unanimously selected to serve as Superintendent of Schools in Natick, starting on July 1st. A tremendous honor, as it was a very, very rigorous process that Dr. Spash was involved with. You know, we all want to, again, give Melissa tremendous thanks for her exemplary service to the Lawrence Public Schools as a teacher, a principal at the middle and high school levels, in her work as assistant superintendent and deputy superintendent over the past 14 years. Job well done, Melissa. We appreciate you and we congratulate you on your accomplishments. Some cool building project updates. If you haven't driven past the Ley Site, I encourage you to do so. Major progress, again, at both sites, but the Ley progress seems like it's just sprouting. Structural steel is far past 50% completion at the Ley site, where we also videotaped our LPS winter update that should be coming out soon. At the Oliver site as well, work is also ongoing. The construction crane has actually been dismantled because it's no longer needed. The steel work has been completed. The building has been tarped so they can start working on the inside sections of the building.
Nice.
Amazing. LFPA update, Lawrence Family Public Academy. In January, there was a boiler issue at LFA that necessitated school closure on the 12th, 18th, and the 19th. We thank the folks over there at the Archdiocese for getting a new boiler and replacing it so quickly. Our students only missed 3 days of school, which was tremendous work on their part to get the boiler in and assembled so quickly. Again, the LFA has pre-K and also kindergarten students. DESE policy for kindergarten hours, that they consider 425 hours of learning time acceptable for kindergarten students. So kindergarten students at LFPA were scheduled to get 1,240 hours of instructional time. So even with those 3 days of closure, the 21 hours of lost learning time, the kindergarten students over at LFA are still getting 1,219 hours of structured learning time, which far exceeds the required 425 hours. So they are not going to be required to make up those 3 days, as they already exceed the learning time extensively. We had an internet safety presentation by our SRO unit over at the Leonard School on January 17th when the Leonard hosted their potluck dinner. Officer Hendrick attended, gave the students and families a presentation on social media and internet safety. In addition, there was food, music, fun, cool selfie station. You see Officer Hendrick, myself, and Mr. Acosta having fun at the selfie station. Tremendous asset, our SRO unit, in various ways. One of the services that they provide is education to students and families, and Officer Hendrick did a great job over at the Leonard. Next slide, please, Dave. Mass College Acceptance Celebration over at HLC. Our partners at Gear Up, Massachusetts, were over at HLC on January 17th to help their students with their college applications. Massachusetts College Application Celebration events have occurred since 2012, and overall, Gear Up has helped over 460 LPS seniors complete college applications. Gear Up has just been a tremendous partner of ours for many years. They really don't get a lot of credit. They move under the radar, very humble folks, but they do tremendous work on the part of our seniors, and we really appreciate what they do for us. We've also continued our collaboration with the Lawrence Teachers Union. We were grateful to get an invitation from the LTU for several district staff members to attend the Center for School Improvement Leadership Institute on January 18th, 19th, and 20th. The focus of this institute was providing course pathways for students that lead to college and career readiness, along with conversations on how to increase vocational education opportunities for our kids. I was able to attend, again, with several members of the LTU and also several district staff members, and we were able to learn a lot and got a lot of information on career and tech ed from the folks in New York and from the American Federation of Teachers. Next slide, Dave. Luis Salgado has been working with LHS Theater. Noted choreographer and director Luis Salgado worked with LHS Theater in late January. He worked on scenes and student body movement. They worked on that with Mr. Salgado. And the theater group is hard at work, and they are going to be putting on a presentation very soon, less than 2 months, I think, at this point, and it's really going to be a tremendous show. So we're looking forward to their next presentation. We worked with our good friends over at GLTS on a presentation for our families. On January 24th, Lawrence Public Library hosted GLTS, and our friends Betsy, Brenda, and Susan from GLTS were able to present to our middle school families about general application information, as well as more specific information about, which shops and which career and tech ed opportunities our kids can take advantage of if they attend GLTS. And we're also able to talk to our families about our partnership in the After Dark program, so that if students don't get accepted out of 8th grade, they can also join GLTS as part of Lawrence High School and get their career and tech ed vocational certificate as well. Across the district, schools are celebrating Black History Month. Our schools continue to recognize and celebrate Black history throughout the month of February. They're doing this in a variety of ways: history projects, presentations, artwork, literature that features Black authors and subjects, and you'll see their presentations across the district anywhere that you go. This was really a great collaboration between folks in the district and some members of the community. National Girls and Women in Sports Day. This is an annual observance held during the first week in February. Sports celebrations are held across the country. Working with Everyone's a Player, Michelle Adamic, and also Alicia Miller of the Mayor's Health Task Force, our folks in LPS, specifically Joe Petrosino, Brendan Nealon, our Director of Communications, Mr. Markins, and several other folks worked on coordinating events with our Chief Operating Officer, Adonis Hernandez, to have clinics on basketball, soccer, volleyball, swimming, and floor hockey. On Saturday, February the 3rd, the Junior Celtics Academy actually came to Lawrence High School and held a basketball clinic at the high school. And we were able to have a lot of young ladies attend because they are there weekly for intramurals. So because of our partnership with the Play Ball Foundation that gives us funding to run these intramural programs, we had a really captive audience there, and we had a really good clinic on that Saturday. Our middle school theater festival was actually this past weekend, and we had performances by the Arlington Middle School doing Finding Nemo, the Oliver Middle School doing The Little Mermaid, Spark Academy doing Beauty and the Beast, the Gilmet Middle School, which I was able to see, took a picture of, doing The Addams Family, the Partha Middle School performing Willy Wonka, and the Weatherby School doing Matilda. So our middle school students are not just doing intramurals, but they're also doing enrichment and extracurricular things like theater, which are important for them as well. Really great news for the football program at Lawrence High School. We mentioned about 2 months ago that Coach Outdate was leaving the LHS football program. We thanked him for his hard work. And our athletic department recently conducted interviews and screenings for the next head coach of Lawrence High School football. The interview and selection process took 2 weeks, and we were able to identify Emilio Colon to be the next Lancer head coach. Multiple reasons why we're very excited about this. One of them is that he's a 1990 graduate. Second, he's a LHS Hall of Famer. And he was also an All-American football player playing quarterback at the University of Maine and has a ton of coaching experience in the area. So we're really looking forward to next year, and we're really thankful that Emilio was looking forward and applied for the position. We had Celtics superstar Al Horford visit the Bruce School last week, or a week and a half ago, I believe. So Al Horford and Melissa Valdez from the Boston Celtics visited the students at the Bruce School on February 5th. Al spoke about his experience moving to the U.S. from Puerto Plata and the importance of teamwork in his life. Melissa is the Celtics in-arena host And she spoke about representation and her experiences from when she moved to the U.S. I believe she came from the capital, Santo Domingo, in the Dominican Republic. And the kids had a great time asking questions. They also had a couple of shooting contests and dancing challenges to be able to win autographed sneakers and also took tickets to the Celtics game. Celebrating our seniors, our basketball team has recently celebrated our seniors. We want to congratulate Igor, Joendi, Obi, Adriel, and Jaden from the boys team on their senior night last week on Tuesday, and going on probably already, but Kelsey, Savannah, Ariana, and Jaylana from the girls squad were celebrated tonight around 6:30. So we don't have a picture of their ceremony, so we put in a picture that we got from Mobile Magic from Brian, who does photography for our students. But we did want to congratulate all those seniors on their hard work and the success this year. Last Friday night, we were right here for the South Lawrence East Sweetheart Dance. SLE hosted their annual Sweetheart Dance right downstairs in the cafeteria. Students were dancing along to the Cha-Cha Slide, Macarena, and other fun songs that they were pumping through the sound system. I wanted to say special thanks to my friend Chris Halais and Jamira Figueroa for taking pictures with my daughter who came with me. Fun fact, I was able to introduce my daughter to Jamira, and I told her that when my daughter was born, almost 11 years ago to this date, Jamira's mom was actually working at Lawrence General Hospital that night, was one of the people who helped us while my daughter was on her way. So her and Jamira had fun and were laughing about it, and just good to have all these connections. Of course, our superstars in LHS cheer continue their activities. They were down in Florida representing us at the National High School Cheerleading Competitions. They traveled to Disney and competed in Orlando, and they are back now. They will be in action again this weekend at Milford High School in Massachusetts for Massachusetts competitions, but congratulations to them. And that is it for our district update. If you had any questions on our district update, be glad to take those now, but just again, some snapshots of our wonderful kids doing wonderful things, not just here, but in different parts of the country.